best song of all time,
She
Rosanna.
played that when we went to see her in the Bronx this summer, remember?
Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, native New Yorker, just a force of nature. One of our favorites in the universe. And I think for the first time, certainly in my history on Good Day New York, we have her live on the show. She just wrote a new book. It's called True Love by Jennifer Lopez. And she joins us from a studio somewhere in midtown Manhattan.
At an undisclosed location. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great. We're just wondering, like, this book is great. I love the pictures, but you get down in the book, Jennifer. And why would you want to kind of make your life an open book, so to speak?
I didn't. I did not want to. It was, this was something that really kind of just happened and evolved. My intention, the original pitch of the book was, how about we do a fan book? It's the first time you're going on a world tour. We'll do anecdotes, we'll do pictures along the way, and we'll put together a book. At the end, you'll write a few things. And as I sat down to start writing it and started talking about how I put the show together, looking at all my songs and how autobiographical they were and where I was at different moments in my life, from If You Have My Love to Waiting for Tonight to Love Don't Cost a Thing to Jenny from the Block to where I was at that moment. And having just gone through a divorce at that time when I started the tour, it became a different story. It became the story of looking at my relationships in my life and the lessons I learned during that time of being on that tour that year.
Well, it's all in there, and the pictures are spectacular, by the way, of you and your friends.
And beautiful children.
Right.
So
yes.
In the book, you talk about that I think you've sang 60 love songs in the last few years, right? I'm thinking, Jennifer,
yes.
You need to shake it off a little bit. This is not working for you.
No, it actually is working for me, and that's what I learned and what I write about in the book, that I finally learned such a valuable lesson, that it wasn't the love I was kind of looking for outside of myself. It was actually I needed to find inside of myself, and that's the journey I've been on now. And again, I'm a work in progress. I don't claim to have all the answers. That's not what the book is about. It's about realizing the first most important step, and that you have to love yourself first, be whole on your own first, be happy on your own first before anybody can add to that happiness or bring more love into your life. And that's the real story of the book.
That's nice. That's nice. By the way, did you run it by any of your exes? I mean, you talk about him. Marc Anthony, who, by the way, as you know, probably is engaged, became public today.
Yes.
You guys on good terms?
Yes, I know.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, his happiness is integral to my children's life, which is integral to my life. So I am very pleased that he is happy, for sure.
In the book, you talk about the men that you date. You say, I was lucky or unlucky enough to be with men who were really intense about their feelings. And you talk about, like, how, people would send doves outside your window. They bought you a Bentley, rare diamonds.
Right. That stuff was fun.
Who bought you a Bentley? Who bought you a Bentley?
Damn.
Can you say?
No, I don't want to. But it's not about that. Those moments were great moments. I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, the substance doesn't lie within those things. It lies within, again, yourself and how you feel about yourself and being in healthy, good relationships. All of that stuff is fun and nice. But at the end of the day, we know what the important stuff is, and this book is about realizing that it actually wasn't what I thought it was.
Well, at the end of the day, that may be true, but around lunchtime, it would be nice to have that Bentley around, tooling around Midtown. By the way, you are very conservatively dressed today. You got a turtleneck on.
I bought my own Bentley now, so I'm okay. What?
Good for you. Good for you.
Greg wants to talk about your outfits, because I said to Greg earlier,
okay.
Sorry, Ben, it was a Freudian slip. I said to Greg earlier, you always get your clothes right. I mean, you always have the most jaw-dropping clothes. How do you do it?
Thank you. Thank you. I've always loved fashion, even from when I was very young. I see it in my daughter as well. It's just a natural inclination. I used to cut up my sweatshirts and make them into suspenders, or take a pair of pants and turn it into a mini skirt. I had always had an interest in fashion, and so now it's like, I'm so lucky to be able to get to play on this level. It's like playing Barbie with my, with myself all the time, where I get to dress up and have a pick of beautiful clothes, and designers send me things, and I'm very fortunate that way. And so I get to pick, and I don't know, I just have fun with it.
Well, you got great taste. One last question. Is it true that you're going to play in Vegas?
I don't have any announcement to make right now, but when I do, I will let you know.
Okay.
All right. So, Jennifer, this is kind of, you're over there in Midtown. Do us a favor, please. We'd love to have you here on the yellow couch, all right? We find it easier.
Okay.
We find it easier to ask, invasive questions when you're right here.
When I'm right there in front of you.
It somehow works better that way. Jennifer Lopez, thank you so much. Great performance in the Bronx over the summer, by the way. We were both there.
We had a great time. We saw your sister.
I know you guys came. Thank you for coming.
And we hung out with your mom and everything. It was really wonderful. And all the best to you, Jennifer. The book is called True Love, out right now.
We'll be right back, everybody.